Hello viewers. The International Maritime Organization IMO is the United Nations specialized agency with responsibility for the safety and security of shipping and the prevention of marine and atmospheric pollution by ships. The IMO has 171 member states and 3 associate members, which are Faroe Islands, Hong Kong, and Macau. Welcome to Nimasa this week. I am Oyetola, your regular host on the program. I'm super excited that you are able to join us on another exciting and refreshing episode of the program. Stay tuned.
Introducing the new face of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, Nimasa. We are charting the direction for a maritime and regulating the industry for a better, bigger, and more economically stable Nigeria. Evolved to serve you better. We are Nimasa. New face, rejuvenated service. Nimasa, changing the tides in your favor.
Let us start the program today on a political note, as the Honorable Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, His Excellency Adegboyega Oyetola, declared that Nigeria will be contesting general election at the IMO with the aim of entering the council at the Category C level. Take a listen.
All is set for Nigeria to launch another bid to return to the Council of the International Maritime Organization, as the Honorable Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, Adegboyega Oyetola CON, expressed Nigeria's interest in seeking election into Category C while addressing delegates at the 2024 World Maritime Day parallel event in Barcelona, Spain. He noted that Nigeria has put in place the basic requirements to develop the nation's maritime industry in line with recognized global best practices. In his words,
Nigeria as a maritime nation stands firmly committed to the principles and goals of the International Maritime Organization, IMO. Our active participation in concluding key conventions such as the safety of life at sea, SOLAS, and international ship and port facilities security, ISPS code, reflects our dedication to ensuring the safety of international shipping. Nigeria remains committed to safeguarding the crucial shipping lanes that traverse West Africa and the Gulf of Guinea. In recent years, we have taken bold and consistent steps to secure our waters through deliberate initiatives like the DIPU project, which has deployed domain awareness surveillance systems C4Y and the Falcon High. There has been no incident of piracy in the last 3 years, as confirmed by the International Maritime Bureau. By deploying resources to provide maritime security assets, Nigeria has cemented its role as a prime guardian of maritime security in the Gulf of Guinea.
On his part, the Director General of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, Dr. Dayo Mobiriola, assured that no stone will be left unturned to ensure success in the quest for IMO Category C membership at the next elections. According to him, we at Nimasa have met with the IMO technical team and have commenced work on all identified grey areas so that Nigeria can address the gaps noted during the last audit by the IMO. While we at Nimasa focus on the technical aspects of the preparations, our supervising ministry will provide the political will to guide Nigeria back to the Council at the IMO, he stated. Oyetola, who held engagement sessions with the IMO Secretary General, Arsenio Dominguez, and other diplomats, was accompanied on the working tour by the ministry's permanent secretary, Mr. Olufemi Oloruntola, the Director General of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, Dr. Dayo Mobiriola, the Managing Director of the Nigerian Ports Authority, Dr. Abubakar Dansoho, the Managing Director of the National Inland Waterways Authority, Mr. Bola Oyebamiji, and the Director of Maritime Safety and Security Services, Mr. Babatunde Bombata. Meanwhile, the Honorable Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, Adegboyega Oyetola, CON, at a strategy session in Abuja, assured Nigerians that the vision of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in creating the ministry is on course.
Remember that unlocking the full potential of all subsectors of the blue economy requires a strategic, sustainable approach based on research, collaboration, and public-private partnerships, including partnership with organizations such as AU, IBA, among others. That the true measure of our success lies in the tangible benefits we bring to our communities and the ecosystem we are entrusted to protect. Together, we can navigate the path towards a vibrant economy that only meets the needs of today, but also secures a prosperous future for generations to come.
The Nigerian delegation engaged with key stakeholders in the global maritime industry. Russell Pegg from OCIMF led a group that included Ms. Karen Davey, the CEO of OCIMF, Guy Platten, the Secretary General of the International Chamber of Shipping, Mr. David Loosley, Secretary General of BIMCO, Tim Wilkins, Deputy Managing Director of Intertanko, Jacob Larson, the Maritime Security Advisor for BIMCO, and Joe Zhu, Maritime Security Advisor for Intercargo, in a meeting with the Nimasa Director General.
That's a very clear message, because to get the continued political support, the funding, the buy-in across the region, you need to see a bit of that quid pro quo. So yeah, understood.
I think you will find that ship owners totally agree that the insurance premiums should be reduced as much as possible. I mean, it's only in our interest as well. And but the way the Joint War Committee work and the way they operate with the areas is that you don't automatically pay an increased premium if you enter a listed area. It's just an obligation from the ship owner to report to their insurers that they are now entering the area.
The weekly report is always there. The third point is about the calibration. I think from that point, we support, because safety security is the foundation. Transport work is our purpose. So the purpose is to deliver our support cooperation to the local economy.
Dr. Muberiola tabled the issue of the war risk insurance premium paid by vessels calling at Nigerian ports, requesting that the stakeholders work towards achieving a reversal in favor of Nigeria.
The benefit of all the resources Simon mentioned, the Deep Blue project, the Solata, and every security apparatus that we have put in place, we have not really technically benefited from it in terms of the lower reduction in war risk premium. It's just not fair that the Gulf of Guinea will be paying the same war risk insurance premium as Somalia. Is a consideration that I really want to put on the table.
Intercargo, the International Association of Dry Cargo Ship Owners, is an association that represents the interest of owners, operators, and managers within the dry cargo shipping industry. The Oil Companies International Marine Forum, OCIMF, is a voluntary association of oil companies with an interest in the shipment and terminal line of crude. The Baltic and International Maritime Council, otherwise known as BIMCO, is a global trade association for ship owners, ship operators, and shipping brokers. Intertanko, the International Association of Independent Tanker Owners, is a trade association that has long served as the voice for independent tank owners. All these chief executives participated in the 2-hour meeting with the Nimasa DG, highlighting Nigeria's importance to the international shipping community. The Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, Nimasa, has issued a marine notice warning terminals, jetties, and international oil companies involved in stevedoring activities to desist from employing unregistered dock workers. Affected parties are advised to apply for new operating licenses or renew expired ones, as stipulated by the Nimasa Act 2007, within 30 days. Non-compliance within the 30-day window may result in severe penalties, including the sealing of operational areas of prosecution, as stated in Nimasa Stevedoring Regulations of 2014. For further information, stakeholders are advised to visit the Nimasa website at www.nimasa.gov.ng.
It was a memorable day in Oyetola local government area of Ogun State as stakeholders near and far joined the Honorable Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, Adegboyega Oyetola CON, for the ceremonial groundbreaking of the Gateway Inland Dry Port. The minister stated that the port will be built to international standards and equipped with the latest digital systems for tracking, clearance, and cargo movement to ensure efficiency and global competitiveness. He directed the Nigerian Shippers Council to collaborate with the Ogun State government to deliver the project.
To ensure the success of this project and to avoid repeating the congestion challenges we face in Lagos, I'm issuing a clear directive to the Nigerian Shippers Council to ensure that the Gateway Inland Dry Port is developed as a state-of-the-art facility, integrating advanced technology, leveraging ICT for seamless operations, and developing a robust infrastructure that supports modern port processes. Let me therefore reiterate here that our resolve to make this inland dry port a model for other inland dry ports in Nigeria, built on international standards and capable of handling demands of modern trade, is non-negotiable. We must ensure that this port is equipped with the latest digital system for tracking, clearance, and cargo movement, ensuring efficiency, transparency, and global competitiveness. It is imperative that the Nigerian Shippers Council works closely with the Ogun State government and the concessionaire to build a maritime ecosystem that is not only competitive, but also a leader in innovation and technology advancement.
In his speech, the governor, His Excellency Dakpo Abiodun, stated that the port will help open up the state and foster further development. He added that the project was a statement to the current administration's vision of prosperity, industrialization, economic growth, and job creation.
On assumption of office, we decided that we must sustain this position by turning the push factor from Lagos to pull factor to Ogun State. Having identified the ideal location, convenient for all our manufacturers, contiguous to the rail line, access to 2 major roads, and availability of natural gas pipeline, the business case for this project was established. We went ahead and acquired this site, which is about 600 hectares in the first phase. Today, history is being made by this groundbreaking of this world-class, state-of-the-art Gateway Inland Dry Port, as remarked by Honorable Minister. This facility is a key enabler of industrial activity and manufacturing in Ogun State. It will, on completion, increase the ranking of our state on the Ease of Doing Business Index. It should provide, like Honorable Minister said, over 5,000 direct jobs and over 15,000 indirect jobs.
You're welcome back on the program. You're still watching Nimasa this week. And you may recall that the International Maritime Organization, IMO, has declared 2024 a year to focus on safety while navigating into the future. During the World Maritime Day commemoration in Nigeria, we at Nimasa this week engaged the Director General of Nimasa, Dr. Dayo Mubiriola, the President of the Nigeria Chamber of Shipping, Alhaji Aminu Umar, and other stakeholders on their views about safety in the Nigerian maritime industry. Stay tuned.
Any economic environment that does not provide safety can never progress. Safety in terms of the staff, the employees, the operators, and even the vessels, the economic environment. So that is the more reason why we have to be sure that in everything we do, safety has to come first. So it is important that for this reason alone, the first agenda on the table is we have to ensure that all our concepts, all our plans must be surrounded and geared towards safety. And most importantly, as we are going forward, you realize that the safety of human beings is the key to progress in life. And then beyond that, when you are in the maritime domain, when you compare it to other developed countries who are also international maritime organizations, they are very much concerned about safety. So if we want to be comparative to them, then safety is the key. And that is why IMO chose that theme. And that is why we at Nimasa, Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy, and all of us together believe that once there is safety, there is going to be expansion and economic increment and exploration and exploitation in the maritime sector.
Safety in our waterways, both international and the inland waterways, safety is very, very important. That's the thing that can encourage at least the transportations on the water. Important for us that we need to fight and fight to win. We don't need to come here to talk. We need to follow up with the communique, and we need to play the political influence of it so that the maritime industry in Nigeria will be the best and will be the one that will be so tempting, that will give the growth and the development that it needs to play in the country.
First, safety is very vital and critical in the shipping business. So it is a very apt thing. The world, as you can see, shipping or maritime sector has over the past 4 years been experiencing a lot of disruptions, and these disruptions are all boils down to security, which is under the safety. And we believe that when we talked about the future of maritime, safety should be the number one or the paramount thing, not safety for seafarers, safety for the cargo, and safety for the environment. So we thank Nimasa and we thank the ministry for making sure that they host this event.
Relate all the employers of labor in maritime sectors. Using this medium to thank the Director of Maritime Labor Service, the DG, Dr. Mubiriola, for giving us an enabling environment to operate It's a ritual that we celebrated every year. So, and then my concern is about the safety of our workers, our members, on various vessels, either in dock workers, either in seafaring, either in everywhere. Their safety first. Safety is the order of the day. And you must make sure that you ensure that all the workers, both on board and ashore, and even at the terminals, where the right of those workers will be adequately protected.
You're welcome back. Our focus at Nimasa has always been and will always be to satisfy the agency's customers. Beyond the rhetorics of commemorating the Customer Service Week, here is a report on how the agency has made her customers king. Stay tuned.
A visit to the Nimasa Towers on Victoria Island reveals courteous treatment from staff who are eager to assist stakeholders in meeting their needs promptly. Their polite and efficient service makes the Nimasa brand the envy of other government agencies. It is little wonder that stakeholders from within and outside the organization were eager to celebrate the week set aside for stakeholder appreciation. This is how Nimasa celebrated its stakeholders at the Burma Road and Resource Center offices.
What is the functions of the agency and what is expected of the agency. We do that with also the stakeholders. We carry out surveys, we send in questionnaires, we send emails to them, and we find out, we do some things they call the mystery shopping. We go around and find out what our staff are doing and what they are not doing well. So once all these things are done, we bring them back and do analysis and send to the management as to how those services could be improved so that the agency's function could be realized effectively.
Nimasa stakeholders include, but are not limited to, ship owners, shipping agents, manning agents, seafarers, financial institutions, seaport terminal operators, and maritime security operators. Also on the list are dock workers and their employers, maritime training institutions, sister government agencies, maritime labor unions, the Federal Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy, the National Assembly, and the media, to mention just a few. So the question is, how has the agency ensured service delivery to its stakeholders?
That phone, you can make a call on that phone and that phone will be able to assist you. And when you put your complaints in the contact at that kiosk, that one too will be able to assist you. So some of the things we are, and one major thing we are doing again is working with IT to make sure that documents are tracked and are tracked properly.
Nimasa has a fully functional customer experience center, providing 24 hours to stakeholders, ensuring prompt response to inquiries from stakeholders. Ajia Rekia says the center is meeting expectations.
Our main achievement is the establishment of the Maritime Stakeholder Experience Center, because that center, it's a one-stop shop. It deals with everything. I mean, all the complaints, the feedback mechanism, you can get that. Even, you know, interestingly, I will let you know, as staff, you can also access that center. We had issues of some of our staff complaining through that center of one or two things they need the management to do, and we have forwarded their complaints to management. Some of them, even their feedback had been sent back to them. And if you look at most of our reception, the one in the Nimasa Towers, the one in Maritime House, we have a kiosk.
vessel operating coastal voyage in Nigeria must mandatorily have on board the following: vessel logbook, vessel port of call, vessel particulars, which include registry certificates, safety equipment certificates such as safe manning certificates, builder's certificates, load line certificates, tonnage certificates, radio certificate, insurance certificates, classification certificates, passenger ship safety certificate, service certificate, cargo ship certificate, and waiver certificates or receipts. Vessel owners, captains, shipping agents, and members of the public are advised to note and comply.
We've finally come to the end of the program today. Thank you for being on the voyage with us. I'm sure it was worth your while, and you will agree that Nimasa this week is a value-adding program. I can't wait to do this again with you next week. Same time, same station, same platform. Until then, keep keeping on and focus on that goal. Bye for now.